Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm taking a look at 4 different taco gadgets to see if they actually work. That's today's video. All right, so I first had the idea for taco gadgets a couple of years ago. I'm finally getting around to it, but over the years when I look for taco gadgets on Amazon, 3 of the ones I'm testing today always came up. They're Amazon's choice, they're very popular, so I wanted to include those. One of them was recently sent to me, so I completed the set with that one. Let's get started with the first one. That is this, the Make It Real meat taco stand. This takes tortilla shells and makes a flat bottom crispy shell out of them. Let's see how it really works. First up with the unboxing and then test it out. This is the Me Taco Stand. Got those on Amazon. 2 for 20 bucks, 4.4 star rating. I have about 1,000 ratings. This allows you to make flat bottom crispy shells. Not much in there, okay? It's like you wrap the shell around it, put it in the pan, and there you go. Is that worth 20 bucks for 2 of those? I don't know, 20 bucks? I don't know. Better be good, maybe it will be. Apparently you put the shell in between these 2 and that holds it in place. That's kind of what I'm gathering. It's a 2-part thing here. All right, so the way you're supposed to use this is you wrap your tortilla around the frame and then you add the clip on the bottom, just like that. And then you're pretty much ready to go. Now hold it down for 15 seconds. I'm pushing down on it and now I have to let it go for another 30 seconds. You've got a nice sizzle here, it's looking good. All right, after 30 seconds, we're supposed to lay it on its side. Let's see how that bottom looks. Okay, the bottom looks good. This is what we got. We're looking good so far, looking good. Now for the sides, they say to just fry it to your taste. So the 30 seconds was just for the bottom. All right, let's try the other side here. All right, that's side 1. Let's take a look at how this looks on the other side here. I think we're done, Gotta drain off the grease. All right, the way they say to do this is to use a fork to hold down the clip and to pull the frame out. That worked. That worked as well. I gotta say, it worked right the first time. I'm always happy when that happens. And we have a nice flat bottom, crispy shell. You know, when things work right the first time, I'm always impressed, and it worked right the first time. So I guess I'm impressed. Let's try a flour tortilla and see how that goes. I'm not sure if this is the right size or not, but we're gonna give it a shot. Wrapping the tortilla around the frame and adding the clip. Let's lower it into the oil. See what happens. This might be too big of a shell, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if you can use that because I know people are gonna wonder. I'm supposed to hold it down for 15 seconds. I'm just holding these together so they don't open up. All right, let me put it on the side and see how that goes. Oh yeah. Their video showed flour and corn tortillas, so I assume it can do this. All right, time to flip this one. Got a little bubble forming there, but I guess that's not a big deal. Oh, it looks nice though. I'm not sure that flour is better than corn. I think corn is better, but in this case, either one is working. All right, we got some bubbling here, but I do think it turned out pretty good. Let me move over to the plate and see how it looks. There's what we got before removing the taco stand. Just gonna gently lift that out, and I think we are good to go. Let's take a quick look at this. I definitely think the corn tortilla came out much better. I think it's more designed for that, although flour does work. This is definitely what I think that the intent of it is. Well, I'm very impressed. I think I'm gonna do is load these up and give them a shot and see how they taste. I got like a mini basic taco bar sitting right here. Let's load this thing up and see how it tastes. Everybody has a different idea of what should go on a taco. This is like the most basic I could come up with. I don't wanna go too elaborate. I just wanna see if this taco stand works, and it did. It did work. So I'm pretty happy about that. Nice flat bottom taco, and everything is being held there. So let me give it a taste test. Me taco stand, taste test. Oh. All right, well, as far as the taste goes, perfect, nice and crispy. I'm very happy with it. It was the first time it went well. I had nothing really to add to it. I don't think I could do any better the second time. So as far as I'm concerned, the Me Taco Stand is a resounding success. Let's see what's next. Next up is this very highly rated taco holder set. There's 4 of these that can hold 12 tacos at once. Let's first unbox it and then get started. All right, this is a taco holder set made of food grade stainless steel. Kind of nondescript packaging, but let's first crack it open. It is very heavy. I mean, it has a lot of weight to it. I don't feel like these are cheaply made. All right, so here it is. It comes as a 4-pack. I paid $16.49 for 4 of these. I bought this because these are very highly rated on Amazon. It has a 4.8 star rating among over about 8,000 reviews, and it's an Amazon's choice. They were the highest rated taco holders I could find. They look pretty simple, but people must like them. So let's see how they work. All right, so here is the taco holder set in my very minimal taco bar here. Now, a lot of times when people make tacos at home, they put it on a plate like this. They load it up, but what happens is by the time they get it full, they realize they've overfilled it and it's hard to fold. Everything falls out. With something like this, you can prepare it already folded and you can serve it that way. So let's see if it actually works, because in theory it should work. You can do 3 or you can turn it over and do 2. You can do either one. So the idea is you can either prepare your tacos and put them in here to serve, or you can put them in there and prepare them in here as well. I'll do a couple of corn and a couple of flour. I got 5 total. I could do 6, but I'm doing 5. Right, here we go. I'm just gonna prepare a couple basic tacos with my basic taco bar. All right, so here we go. Looks at that. We got the 3 on this one. We've got 2 over here. We got corn and flour. I will say that I was able to prepare all 5 of these pretty quickly, more quickly than probably I normally would. So it's a pretty basic device, but it does exactly what it's supposed to do and quite efficiently. So I'm pretty happy with that. Next up, 2 items for consuming tacos. Let's start off with the Taco Tamer. Will this tame my tacos? We shall see. This packaging says it's sold at tacotamer.com and Amazon. This packaging says it's sold in Walmart on Clipstrip. This looks like a 4-pack. It says easy taco slider, prevents shells from breaking. Hard shell taco utensil, great for soft shells and lettuce wraps too. BPA free, fits most standard tacos. I just tore the box. I'm tearing the box. All right, looks like there are 4 of these. I'm just going to pull one out. All right, so that's what it looks like. Kind of like, it looks like an orange taco by itself, but you have this slider here. You have this slider that will push your taco forward, so it'll collect all the stuff, keep your hands free, and it also dispenses it as well. And also it looks like it has a stand, so you stand it up. Pretty cool, I think. As far as I can tell, the 4-pack on Amazon cost about 15 bucks. Before I use this one here, I did take this out on a field test. I got a couple of cheap tacos from Taco Bell to see how it worked there, and here's how that went. All right, quick field test here. I've got the Taco Tamer, and I've got a couple of different tacos from Taco Bell. I've got crunchy and I've got soft. Let me try them both in Taco Tamer, see what happens. I don't know if you really need something like that with this, because these already have wrappers, so I don't know, maybe, we'll see. I'm going to place the soft shell taco in the Taco Tamer. That's as far back as it goes. There is still some taco hanging off there. So I guess it's, you know, it's not supposed to encompass the entire thing. So I guess I'll eat halfway and then start dispensing, because you can't dispense when it's already hanging off like that. Let's see what happens. It does keep your hands clean, I'll give it that. My hands are very clean. There's a little bit of drippage coming out of the back, so it's not watertight back there. So if you've got dripping tacos, they're still gonna drip, even with a Taco Tamer. Time to dispense this a little bit here now. I'm gonna push this forward. It does push forward. All right, so it's dispensing properly. But I gotta have a napkin down here to catch the drippage. The Taco Tamer is all the way at the end as far as dispensing goes, and there is that much left, and I just dropped some. So you can go pretty close to the end, I guess. I guess you have to just kind of grab it for the very end. Now the crunchy taco's got a big old split in the bottom. Look at this. See, that's not good. That's what this is kind of designed for. If you got one of those splits, you still have something that can hold it and keep it in place. I'm gonna insert the taco into the Taco Tamer. And I'm dropping stuff all over the place right now. I was trying to hold it for the camera and I didn't make it a mess. I don't think that would normally have done that. Taco Tamer, take 2. All right, something else I noticed about a Taco Tamer is if you tilt it back to take a bite of it, it kind of falls over this dispenser right here. So it looks like the technique is, you can't do the taco tipping technique. You have to do more of the head tilt. So more of a tilt than a tip. I'm dispensing. I'm biting. I'm gonna do a head tilt this time. There's something oddly satisfying about dispensing a taco. Is it necessary? Maybe not, but it's still oddly satisfying. Last bite you gotta grab, I guess. So that was the fast food test. Let's head back to the kitchen and see how that goes. All right, with the field test out of the way, let's get right to the ones that I made today and see how it works there. All right, so it worked pretty well with fast food tacos, but how will it work with homemade tacos? There's a lot of different sizes and shapes. It says it works with most standard taco sizes, but what is the standard taco size? You've got these little tiny street tacos and you got some larger ones like this one down here. So there's some difference of opinion here. I've got these flour tortillas here. These are pretty large tacos. And let's see if it fits. And there's a lot hanging over there. I mean, this is kind of what I got. And it's all the way to the end, as you can see there. It's I guess it does hold it though. It does seem to hold it. Before I eat one, let me just try all the different sizes here. That one seemed a little bit large, but it still held it. Now, if you had something small, I'm not gonna fill this one up, but I have a tiny street taco shell here. Look at this. That one it just disappears into there. So if you had a street taco, very small, I'm not sure if that's really ideal for that either. Now it held the hard shell taco from Taco Bell, but I got some flat shell taco shells here. Here's one I bought from the store. This is a store-bought taco shell. Let's see. Now the problem is, if you see the difference in width, the width of the flat bottom taco is wider than the Taco Tamer. So that one does not really fit in there unless you have it up higher. I mean, I guess that works. It's just not optimal. I made a second shell with my taco stand and it turned out nicely. Let's see if that fits in there. Same thing with the bottom's wider. I guess I could just place it in the top, kind of like that. That doesn't feel ideal though. It doesn't really feel ideal to me. So it seems like the ones from Taco Bell seem like they fit better than these do. I'm gonna try a homemade taco in the Taco Tamer. I'm gonna do the soft shell flour tortilla one because it's kind of large. The hard shell ones I have don't fit all the way in there, so I kind of have to do this one. It wasn't by choice, this is kind of by default I'm doing this one. Here we go. All right, something I do want to point out while I'm testing this out is this is something that's pretty good for the Taco Tamer, is that you can actually set it down while you're eating this. You're not laying it outside. It actually holds it in place while you're eating it. I do like that. Even though it hangs over, that feature is pretty nice. A lot of times when you lay it down on the side, everything kind of flops around, the shell flops open, it's just a disaster. This prevents this disaster from happening. This is a disaster preventing taco holder. But let's keep eating it. I've eaten this far down, now it's time to engage the dispenser, so I'm gonna slide it forward. I do like this part of it. This is probably my favorite part, more than the dispenser, more than the fact that it holds it in place. I like the fact that you can actually, I mean, is it necessary? Maybe not, but I do like it. I'm gonna keep dispensing this. I'm getting down to the end here. Let me try this smaller size taco here. That seems like it's maybe a little bit more, it still hangs over, and this is a pretty small shell, but it does seem like it holds it maybe a little bit better. I do like the fact that it stands up though. That's one of the, probably the nicest feature of the Taco Tamer. It pretty much does what it's supposed to do. I'm not sure that it fits all size tacos, but it's kind of fun. Probably isn't necessary, but I'm glad I tried it out. And finally, this is kind of a fun one. This is the Tacosaurus Rex. It's just a taco holder, I guess, mainly for kids. It's also, I guess, kind of a display piece. They have a lot of different designs. This seemed like to be the best one of the bunch. Not much of an unboxing on this one, but let's go get started and see how it goes. Now it's time for the final product, the Tacosaurus Rex. I didn't do a proper unboxing this one, so let me just crack it open. All right, here we go, not much to it. I mean, it is a dinosaur with 2 slots in the back where you can stick a couple tacos. Come on, I thought the mouth was gonna open. Maybe you could like pretend to feed it tacos or something. Mouth does not open, oh well. In fact, nothing moves on here. There's no moving parts. Maybe that's a good thing, I don't know. So will it hold this flat bottom taco I keep trying to pawn off on everybody? It won't, it will not hold this one. Will it hold this one? It won't hold a flat bottom hard shell taco, it won't. Nothing seems to like those. No holder seems to be able to hold this type of a taco, which is a shame because I really like it. How about a large taco like this one? All right, so we've got a large taco, and then let's try a small taco. That works pretty well too. I mean, there really isn't much to it, but if you can't get your kids to eat tacos, I guess having display it in a fun little item like this might help. It is a nice display, and they have a bunch of different dinosaur designs. There's a brontosaurus, a stegosaurus, they got multiple out there. They're not cheap, but they are kind of cute and I guess somewhat functional. And I know they're mainly marketed to kids, but you know there's people out there who are not kids who still enjoy this, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I guess as far as this one goes, there's not much to it, but what it's supposed to do, it does do well. All right, let's talk about some pros and cons of these taco gadgets. Now, first up, I would say as far as the Mi Taco stand goes, that worked flawlessly the first time, which is always a good sign. I did a couple more after the fact. Here's one as well. It was perfect. You never know how easy or hard they're gonna be. That one worked very well, so I think that one is definitely a keeper. As far as a taco holder goes, I think that one worked pretty well too. It's very highly rated because I think the fact that it's just extremely simple and very effective. It's very durable. This is stainless steel. It feels solid. It not only facilitates making your tacos, but also serving them. So I think that is a pretty good choice as well. Now onto the consumable side of things, you have the Taco Tamer. That's a little bit of an interesting gadget. I'm not sure everybody's gonna want something like that. There's a bit of a novelty to it. The real con about the Taco Tamer is that it doesn't seem to hold all sides of flat bottom hard shell tacos. It had no problem with the ones from Taco Bell, but the ones that I made, it didn't fit as well in there. It does serve a couple functions though. One thing is that it will prevent you from squeezing your taco too hard and squishing it, especially if it's a corn tortilla or a hard shell. It also allows you to stand on a table, so it has merits. It might be a little bit strange, but if you know someone who is a taco enthusiast and they have everything, this might be something to add to their collection. And finally, the Tacosaurus Rex. This is just something more for kids. It's kind of a fun display piece. I mean, maybe not just for kids though. There isn't much to it, but it is very attractive. It looks very nice. I think that if you serve tacos in there, especially to kids, they would probably like it. And it does hold them pretty well. They slide in there. It seems to hold them. Soft shell holds them up. It doesn't seem to hold all the flat bottom tacos. For what it's supposed to do, it does it well. Well, that's it. If you've tried any of these taco gadgets, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.